So I'm Jeff Judge. I'm the co-founder of Interactive Mediums. We're a company located here in Chicago. We focus on all things mobile marketing, mobile communications. We have a software as a service platform that helps companies execute mobile marketing campaigns, and we analyze and manage those campaigns. So on Twitter, I'm Jay Judge. My email address is jeff@interactive mediums. And if you want to get a hold of me afterwards, you can just search for Jeff Judge on LinkedIn and you'll find my profile. So I'd love to talk to any of you outside of the meeting. So I'm going to take about 10 minutes, and then we can have a discussion. So I'm going to talk about interactive mediums, why mobile, some of the examples, some of the success stories in mobile. Tim already did a lot of that. There's some interesting things. And then the focal point of the presentation is talking about integrating a mobile strategy into your business. So I kind of had a hard time today because I wasn't sure who the audience was. I'm a technical person by nature, and so I could really do a deep dive in technology and setting up mobile strategy. So, but I have a lot to say about it. So if you want to go ahead, just keep going. So our company, we, as I said, we power the mobile experience. Our whole life cycle is to engage, acquire, and retain a mobile customer data asset. We were founded in 2006, privately held. We're profitable and growing, so we're doing really well.
A little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So why mobile? So Tim already talked a lot about some of these stats. I'm going to just kind of go over some more. So in Q4 of 2008, there's 270 million handsets in the US. 240 million of those handsets are SMS enabled. 65 million of those handsets are web enabled, so you can jump into a web browser and hit a website. 22.1% of new phones purchased in the United States today are smartphones. 5.7% are iPhones. So I actually have all these stats. I have a lot of Forrester and different iPhone-related stats and smartphone stats. So if you need stats, just send me an email and I can pull them up. 13.7 million iPhones sold in 2008. So Apple had said that 10 million iPhones would be sold. They knocked it out of the park. 6.4 million in April 2009. 13% of the mobile phones and the worldwide is the iPhone. So which kind of conflicts with your 10%, but that's one of the stats that Forrester had. So there's plentiful access to consumers, and there's wide acceptance. So everybody in the room knows that the mobile phone is a personal utility that it's quickly becoming something that you can't live without. Effectiveness-wise, you're looking at 4 out of 10 brands have already deployed some sort of mobile marketing and text messaging. So 22% of online advertisers are engaged in mobile marketing, and you're seeing the total growth is going to, I think these numbers are actually pretty realistic because there has been some crazy stats on mobile and mobile marketing over the last 5 years, and it's kind of gone through the boot curve. So they're saying this year 391 million spent on mobile in 2009 and 1.2 in 2011 in the US.
Are there, I don't know if this is an appropriate question, but just to that point, is there any data in terms of how the percentage of smartphone users maps to a particular marketing segmentation in terms of discretionary income or anything like that?
Definitely, yeah. There's definitely stats for that. So particularly
a higher volume target or higher value target in terms of ad message.
I've got a great deck that I got yesterday that had probably 20 slides on the iPhone and all the demographics broken down by country, sex, income, education level. So it's pretty interesting stuff, and I'm sure we can find that on the other handset manufacturers.
Yeah, so they have some pretty good statistics on incomes and ages and handsets.
Really reliable.
Yeah, they come from our.
All right, so I was going to just highlight a few success stories. These are more grounded in reality of mobile right now. So the thing about QR codes and augmented reality and like mobile video and things like that. Those are I mean, fascinating, exciting things. And mobile is growing quickly. There's a lot of exciting things happening. But the state of the U.S. right now is, you know, when we talk about the iPhone, that's a small percentage of the population, and the smartphones are still a small percentage of the population. So if you go into rural Iowa, you know, everyone's got a Motorola phone that's capable of text messaging, and if you try to pull up a website, they would be charged a lot of money, and they would have a horrible experience. So, so a lot of the stuff that I talk about is kind of grounded in what's effective today, and our company focuses on taking that experience, kind of combining it with what's happening today, and then building forward as things grow. So, as QR codes become more prevalent, we'll have solutions for those. We have solutions for those now, but you know, as they become, we bake things into our platform and make it really easy for our customers. So here's one great example. This was highlighted in Mobile Marketer a few days ago. So the basics of the campaign, the goal was customer acquisition. So on a bottle cap, this has been going on for 3 years. Coca-Cola used a text short code to have participants enter a unique code. So they would text that unique code to the Coca-Cola short code, and then they would augment that by registering via a mobile website or a website. And then it was a loyalty program, so they'd accumulate points, and then they would get things. So the results, pretty good results. They're seeing opt-in growth rate of 5 to 10% every month. That's huge. I mean, to see that kind of growth, that's pretty good. And then a 5.2% click-through with any offers that they send out. So, and it was interesting because they're talking about the things they're sending out right now. They're really starting to become very sophisticated in how they segment their users. So they're combining the data that they already have with other data sources and figuring out how to really send out effective messages versus just sending out you know, a mass message.
Yeah, could you speak to that also, because clearly there are some demographic issues in this whole messaging and texting area. I mean, a lot of times we see these images and say people are doing this, but I have to believe that the tweens are doing one thing, teens are doing something else,
yep.
You know, 21 to 25. So a lot of this was brought to our collective awareness by what young people were doing.
Right.
And I think that I'd like to, if you could factor in some of the issues of how marketers are playing to that demographic opportunity.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, my mother won't even text, you know, and that's a great example. And she doesn't even know what I do. And I try to explain it to her. She probably thinks I'm a huge spammer or something like that. So I talked a little bit of that. Yeah, I mean, that's.
The other thing I would suggest, the Direct Marketing Association published a mobile marketing survey in November, and it actually dispels a lot of the stuff. And actually, from a marketing perspective, the largest group that responds to a text message promotion is the 45 to 55-year-old person. So it's really kind of interesting. They sell the study for like $200, and it's actually a pretty good study.
Yeah, there are great stats from the Mobile Marketing Association.
This one's I might have said Mobile Marketing.
Oh no, but the Direct Marketing Association. A lot of the associations are coming up. I have all the stats on the different age demographics and how they're you know, working the usage and prevalency within the demographics. But I guess the key thing is that mobile is really it's such a I don't want to say so much better, but it's just that I think the mobile industry, the mobile marketing industry, has really saw what happened to email, and they've taken it to the next level. So everything's opt-in based, even though there might be some perception that when you participate in something that you'll be involved with it forever, that's not the case. So you really need to opt in to receive offers, and it's all opt-in based. So I think that's a good conversation though for you and I to have. So another success story, actually they're sitting here in the room, Tim Grace and Brandon Holmbeek from Apartments.com. They're one of our clients. We built their iPhone app, and so their goal was to extend their brand via iPhone. They were excited about the location capabilities of the iPhone and all of the things that they could do. So they're already really strong with a mobile website, very good at SMS text messaging with their consumers, and they thought this was a really nice extension to that. So the app was launched in July. In the first month, there was over 30,000 installs. it hit the top 50 lifestyle app in the first month, and then they're seeing a lot of activity from it every month. So it's